Welcome, the anointed ones. Jealousy is a disease, and those infected will try to poison anyone who radiates strength. Imagine walking into a room minding your own business, and the air shifts, the whispers, the sneers, the judgment. It's palpable. You've done nothing wrong, but you feel the weight of eyes on you, heavy with resentment. The truth? They don't hate you. They envy what they can never possess. Studies show that envy is often directed at those who embody traits others secretly wish they had. And for those of us labeled the chosen ones, the attacks don't just come out of nowhere. They come from those threatened by your light, by the power you hold, by the sheer audacity of your growth. They did you dirty, but here's what they didn't expect: your comeback. Number 1. Your strength illuminates their weakness. When people attack your character, it's often not about anything you've done, but about what you represent. Your strength highlights their weaknesses. Every success you achieve, every time you stand tall, it reminds them of where they fall short. It's not the fact that you've succeeded, it's that your success magnifies what they've failed to accomplish. This can be unsettling for people who are already insecure or dissatisfied with their own lives. Deep down, they see in you the qualities they wish they had: resilience, courage, authenticity. But rather than striving to cultivate these traits in themselves, they choose the easier path, tearing you down. It's not that they truly despise you, they despise what you reflect back at them. Your determination and progress are a direct contrast to their stagnation, and that makes them uncomfortable. Attacking you becomes a way for them to cope with their own feelings of inadequacy. It's easier for them to believe that there's something wrong with you than to confront what's missing in themselves. They'll question your motives, your integrity, and your character, all to make themselves feel better. It's a distraction, a smokescreen for their own shortcomings. Your strength is unsettling to those who feel powerless in their own lives, and by attacking you, they think they can diminish your light. What they don't realize is that by focusing on you, they're actually admitting something about themselves. They can't ignore you. You've become a reminder that they could be more, and that kind of reflection is hard to face. In attacking you, they're revealing just how much your strength affects them. You're a mirror they can't avoid, and that's why they lash out. Number 2, they try to soil what they can't achieve. When someone can't achieve what you've accomplished, they often resort to tearing it down. It's a twisted form of self-preservation. If they can't rise to your level, they'll try to drag you down to theirs. You've probably noticed this pattern with people who seem to criticize everything you do, regardless of how well you're doing. The truth is, it's not about your mistakes or flaws. It's about them feeling inadequate in comparison to you. Rather than striving for more, they focus their energy on discrediting your achievements. This isn't always obvious, though. It can come in subtle forms: backhanded compliments, passive-aggressive remarks, or undermining your efforts in sneaky ways. They might even rally others to their cause, trying to paint you as someone undeserving of your success. The logic is simple. If they can convince others you're not worthy, it helps them justify why they haven't achieved what you have. It's a defense mechanism, a way to protect their ego from the reality that they haven't done the work to get where you are. What they fail to understand is that diminishing you doesn't elevate them. No matter how much mud they sling, it doesn't change the fact that you've earned what you have. Their jealousy blinds them to the simple truth: success isn't limited. Just because you've reached a certain level doesn't mean they can't too. But envy doesn't see possibility. It only sees what it lacks. Ultimately, their attempts to destroy what they can't achieve reflect their own inner struggle. It's easier for them to criticize than to put in the effort. And by choosing the path of tearing you down, they only trap themselves in their own limitations. You, however, continue to rise. Number 3, their betrayal is a confession. Betrayal isn't just about broken trust. It's a reflection of the betrayer's inner turmoil. When people betray you, they aren't just turning their back on you, they're revealing how threatened they are by your authenticity. It's a confession, loud and clear. They see something in you, something real, something strong that makes them uncomfortable because it exposes the parts of themselves they've been hiding or ignoring. Think about it. Betrayal doesn't happen in a vacuum. It often comes from those who are closest to you, those who've seen your journey up close. They've watched your struggles, your growth, and your strength. For some, witnessing that can stir up deep feelings of inadequacy or resentment. They don't betray you out of nowhere. It's usually building up over time. Your success or resilience starts to make them feel smaller in comparison, and instead of facing their own insecurities, they choose to lash out. It's easier for them to blame you, to frame you as the problem, than to look at the parts of themselves they're unhappy with. Betrayal often has nothing to do with what you've done wrong. It's about what you represent. Your ability to be real, to stand tall, to live in your truth. It challenges the version of themselves they're presenting to the world. Maybe they've built their life on half-truths or facades, and being around someone like you makes those cracks impossible to ignore. So they act out, hoping that by betraying you, they can distance themselves from that uncomfortable mirror you hold up. But in doing so, they aren't betraying your trust as much as they're betraying their own character. They show you who they really are, while you continue standing in your truth, unshaken. Number 4, they fear your evolution. People don't attack you because of who you are right now. They attack you because of who you're becoming. That's what really scares them. It's your growth, your potential, the things you're on the verge of accomplishing. They can sense that you're evolving into something bigger, something they can't control or predict. And that's where the fear comes from. It's not your present self that threatens them. It's the version of you that's still unfolding, the one they can't keep up with. Your progress becomes a reminder to them of everything they haven't done, of all the ways they've stayed stuck. Every step forward you take feels like you're leaving them behind, and instead of growing with you, they'd rather hold you back. So they attack. They try to stop you before you fully step into your power, hoping to stunt your evolution. The irony is, their attempts to pull you down often push you even further ahead. It's not just your success that worries them. It's the fact that they can't predict or contain you anymore. You're moving into spaces they don't understand or control. People like stability, predictability. It makes them feel safe. When you start to break out of the mold, it unsettles them. They don't know how to react, so they lash out, hoping that their attacks will make you second-guess yourself, hoping that their negativity will slow you down. But their fear of your growth isn't something you should take personally. It's a reflection of their own limitations, their own fear of change. They want to keep you where they feel comfortable because your evolution makes them confront their own stagnation. What they fail to realize is that you're not stopping. You're becoming something they can't even comprehend, and that's what terrifies them the most. Number 5, they weaponize your past to sabotage your future. When people attack you, one of their favorite weapons is your past. They'll dig up things you did long ago, hoping to use it against you. It's not that they have any genuine interest in those moments. They just don't know how to deal with who you are now. Your present success, growth, or transformation is threatening to them, so they reach for what's familiar, your past mistakes. It's an attempt to discredit your progress, to make others and even you doubt how far you've come. But here's what they don't get. Your past is part of what made you who you are today. Those mistakes, those hardships, they didn't break you, they shaped you. So when they try to use your past as a weapon, they're actually showing their own desperation. They can't compete with the current version of you, so they're clinging to a version of you that no longer exists. What they don't understand is that your past doesn't have the power to define you anymore. You've already learned from it, grown from it, and moved on. The only people stuck in those moments are the ones trying to drag them into your present. It's a distraction tactic. If they can keep you focused on who you were, maybe they can keep you from stepping fully into who you're becoming. Their strategy is flawed, though. By bringing up your past, they only highlight how much you've evolved. They think they're exposing your weaknesses, but what they're really doing is showing how much stronger you've become. Your past isn't a weapon against you. It's proof that you've already overcome more than they could ever throw at you. And that's why their attacks will always fall short. Number 6, your boundaries are unforgivable to the insecure. People get angry when you set boundaries, especially those who once benefited from your lack of them. When you finally decide to stand up for yourself and protect your energy, it feels like a personal attack to those who have been exploiting your kindness or taking advantage of your time. They aren't upset because your boundaries are unreasonable. They're upset because you've stopped allowing them to use you. Setting boundaries shines a light on their intentions. Suddenly they're forced to confront how they've been treating you. When you refuse to let them overstep, it exposes their behavior for what it is, manipulative and self-serving. This is why your boundaries are unforgivable to people who don't have your best interests at heart. To them, your refusal to bend means they're losing control over you, and that's the real issue. What's more, boundaries don't just protect you from others, they also force people to reevaluate their own lives. When you stand firm in your value and say no to being mistreated or taken for granted, it sends a message. It shows that you know your worth, and that makes people who are insecure about their own lives uncomfortable. It's a reflection of what they aren't doing for themselves. So instead of respecting your space, they attack you for it, hoping to make you feel guilty or selfish. But here's the truth. Boundaries aren't about pushing people away. They're about protecting what matters. And the people who react negatively to your boundaries are the ones who never had your best interests in mind to begin with. By standing your ground, you aren't just protecting yourself, you're exposing the people who only saw you as someone to be used. And while they may not like it, you're better off without them. Number 7. Attacks are invitations to level up. Every time someone attacks you, they unknowingly hand you an opportunity to grow. It's ironic, really. What they intend as harm often becomes the very catalyst for your elevation. Attacks, whether they come in the form of criticism, betrayal, or sabotage, aren't just obstacles, they're chances to refine yourself. The more intense the attack, the greater the potential for transformation. It's like pressure on coal. Without it, there's no diamond. When someone targets you, it forces you to evaluate, adapt, and strengthen your defenses. You become sharper, more resilient, and more self-aware. The resistance you face is essential to your evolution. Without it, there would be no growth. Challenges push you out of your comfort zone, forcing you to dig deeper, think harder, and rise above. In essence, every attack becomes a training ground for your next level. What your attackers don't realize is that by coming for you, they're giving you the tools to become even stronger. Their efforts to break you down only build you up. It's in these moments of struggle that you find your true power. You learn not only how to withstand the hits, but how to use them to your advantage. The very thing they throw at you becomes the fuel for your ascension. And when you come out on the other side, wiser, stronger, and more determined, they're left wondering how their attempts to destroy you only pushed you further ahead. The truth is, their attacks are never about you. They're about their own limitations. But in trying to limit you, they unintentionally elevate you. You level up because of the resistance, not despite it. That's the beautiful irony. They become the unwitting architects of your rise. Number 8, they are obsessed with your light. When people are obsessed with your light, it's not always because of what you've accomplished. It's because of something deeper, something they can't quite grasp. They're drawn to your energy, your inner strength, and the way you carry yourself. It's not about money, status, or outward success. It's about the light you radiate from within. That light can't be measured or touched, and that's what frustrates them the most. They can't figure out how to dim it or replicate it, and that leaves them feeling powerless. Your light doesn't come from external validation. You don't rely on applause, approval, or praise to keep shining. That's why their attacks fall flat. They think that by criticizing or undermining you, they can somehow make you doubt yourself. But what they don't realize is that your sense of self-worth comes from a place they can't reach. It's internal, rooted in who you are, not in what the world thinks of you. This confuses and irritates them. They can't understand how you keep going, how you stay strong, even when they try to bring you down. To them, everything is about external achievement. They believe success is what gives you value. But you know better. Your light is innate, born from your experiences, your resilience, and your inner peace. It's something they can never take from you because it doesn't depend on anything they can touch. Their obsession with your light reveals more about them than it does about you. It shows how lost they are in their own need for validation. And while they waste energy trying to extinguish your flame, you keep shining unaffected because you're fueled by something far more powerful than anything they could ever understand or control. Number 9. Your silence is their worst nightmare. When faced with attacks, your silence becomes your strongest weapon. Those who aim to undermine you are often seeking a reaction, a way to draw you into their drama and validate their own feelings of superiority. They want to provoke you, to see you rattle or stumble, believing that your discomfort will give them the upper hand. But when you refuse to engage, you take away the very power they're trying to exert over you. Your silence sends a powerful message. You won't be dragged down to their level. It shows that you're not interested in their games or their negativity. Instead of responding with anger or frustration, you rise above, choosing to focus on your own growth and goals. While they're busy trying to provoke a reaction, you're busy building a life that doesn't include their toxic energy. In doing so, you rob them of their satisfaction and control. This refusal to engage leaves them fighting shadows. They're left alone with their insecurities, wondering why their attempts to rattle you haven't worked. Their frustration mounts as they realize that their words have no impact on your sense of self. You remain unbothered, and that's what terrifies them. Your calmness in the face of their attacks highlights their volatility, exposing the hollowness of their attempts to tear you down. Moreover, silence can often be more telling than any words. It communicates confidence and strength, a clear indication that you recognize your worth and won't be swayed by their negativity. While they're consumed by their futile efforts, you're quietly thriving, transforming every attack into a stepping stone for your own ascension. In the end, your silence isn't just a lack of response. It's a declaration of independence from their chaos, a reminder that your journey is yours alone, unaffected by their need for drama. Number 10. Their attacks confirm your significance. Every attack directed at you serves as a powerful confirmation of your significance. If you were irrelevant or weak, people wouldn't bother trying to undermine you. The very fact that they invest their energy into belittling you highlights that you are a force to be reckoned with, someone whose presence disrupts their comfort zone. They are threatened by your achievements, your confidence, and the light you bring into the world. Their attempts to tear you down stem from a deep-seated fear that your strength reflects their weaknesses. It's easier for them to lash out than to confront their own shortcomings. By trying to diminish you, they believe they can elevate themselves, even if just for a moment. This obsession with your downfall reveals just how much you matter, more than they would ever openly admit. In a world that often rewards mediocrity, your willingness to rise above and pursue greatness makes you a target. You challenge the status quo and inspire others to do the same. Your very existence is a reminder that change is possible, and that's something they can't tolerate. They'd rather focus on tearing you down than face the reality that they're not living up to their potential. This dynamic creates a unique situation. Their attacks inadvertently validate your importance. When you're under fire, it's a signal that you're on the right track, that you're doing something meaningful. Instead of viewing their hostility as a setback, recognize it as proof that you're making waves. You matter, and your journey is impactful enough to elicit fear and resentment from those who feel threatened. So, let their attacks serve as a badge of honor. They confirm that you are significant, a force that challenges the complacency of those around you. Instead of being discouraged, use their negativity as motivation to continue shining your light and pursuing your path, knowing that your impact is undeniable. Number 11. They underestimate the depth of your resilience. What your attackers fail to grasp is that every blow they deliver only serves to strengthen your resolve. They see you as someone who should be easily rattled, not realizing that you are not built from fragile material. You are forged in adversity. Each challenge you face has added layers to your resilience, making you harder to break than they could ever anticipate. They expect you to crumble under pressure, to falter when they unleash their negativity. But what they don't understand is that every hit you take reinforces your foundation. You've already faced hardships that have taught you invaluable lessons, shaping you into someone who knows how to rise after a fall. Your experiences have equipped you with a depth of strength that can't be easily shaken. Each attack they throw your way becomes a catalyst for growth. Instead of seeing you fall apart, they should recognize the truth. You've built a fortress around your spirit, a resilience that only deepens with every challenge. You've learned to channel adversity into fuel for your ascent, transforming setbacks into stepping stones. Your attackers underestimate your ability to bounce back. They might think their words or actions can break you, but in reality, they're just adding to the arsenal of experiences that have made you stronger. Each blow becomes a lesson in perseverance, a reminder that you can withstand more than they'll ever comprehend. What they view as weaknesses, you recognize as opportunities for growth. You don't just survive their attacks, you thrive in spite of them. Their misunderstanding of your resilience is a significant miscalculation. They're not just attacking you. They're inadvertently helping you fortify your spirit, preparing you for greater challenges ahead. In the end, it's their underestimation that will lead to their own downfall, while you continue to rise, unbreakable and more formidable than ever. Number 12. The comeback is always unseen. For those who launch attacks against you, the hardest truth to swallow is that your comeback will never resemble their notion of revenge. Instead of plotting against them or stooping to their level, your resurgence will manifest as success, a quiet, powerful transformation that speaks volumes about your strength and resilience. They want to see you falter, to wallow in despair. Yet when you rise again, it won't be with bitterness or hostility. It will be with grace, determination, and a focus on your own path. Their attacks are often rooted in jealousy, a projection of their insecurities. They believe they can derail your journey, but what they fail to realize is that every attempt to diminish you only adds fuel to your fire. You will come back stronger than ever, but it won't be in the way they expect. They anticipate a dramatic confrontation, a public showdown where you lash out and seek to reclaim your dignity. Instead, you'll show them that the true power lies in your ability to move forward, to flourish, and to pursue your passions undeterred by their negativity. As you thrive, they will be left in disbelief, grappling with the reality that their efforts to bring you down have only propelled you higher. Their jealousy will consume them as they watch you achieve milestones they once thought were beyond your reach. Your success will serve as a testament to your resilience, a living example that their attempts were futile. While they remain stuck in their bitterness, you will continue to climb, leaving behind the shadows of their envy. In the end, your comeback will be a reminder that real strength doesn't seek revenge, it seeks elevation. Your journey will illuminate the path for others, showcasing that true power comes from rising above the noise and focusing on your own growth. As they watch you succeed, they'll be faced with the harsh reality. They underestimated you, and now they have to reckon with the consequences of their own jealousy. In the intricate dance of life, the attacks you face serve not as barriers but as stepping stones to your greater self. Each blow reveals the insecurities of those who throw them, shining a light on their fears while illuminating the depth of your resilience. You emerge not as a victim but as a beacon, a testament to the strength that lies within you. Your silence transforms their noise into a whisper, and your unwavering focus on success turns their attempts at sabotage into fuel for your ascent. As you navigate this journey, remember that every challenge is an invitation to level up. Your light, which they envy but cannot dim, becomes a guiding force, propelling you forward even when they wish to see you falter. Their need to attack only confirms your significance, proving that your presence is a force that cannot be ignored. And while they remain trapped in their jealousy, fixated on bringing you down, you continue to thrive, crafting a comeback that leaves them in disbelief. Ultimately, your story is one of transformation and triumph. It's a powerful reminder that true strength is not defined by how you react to adversity, but by how you rise above it. Each success you achieve echoes back to the doubts and attacks, affirming that you are unbreakable. You have the power to shape your destiny, and with every step forward you not only redefine your journey, but inspire others to do the same. So let the world watch as you ascend, unbothered by their noise, unwavering in your purpose. Embrace the challenges, celebrate your victories, and know that your light will shine brighter than ever, illuminating the path for those who dare to follow. Your journey is just beginning, and it promises to be extraordinary. Keep rising, for the best is yet to come. If you found inspiration in this message, we invite you to subscribe to the channel and join our community. Your support helps us spread this empowering message further. Don't forget to like this video and share it with anyone who needs a reminder of their strength. We want to hear from you, so please leave your comments below. Together, let's uplift one another and continue on this journey of growth. Thank you for being here.